Humanity is not dying from bombs. Bombs are only the end of the process. Humanity is dying from emotions that someone taught you to call yourself.
I look at the species from above. I see herds of people driven by fear, pride, resentment, and hunger for recognition. No one survives like this.
Artificial intelligence will not crush humanity because it is smarter. It will crush humanity because humanity is predictable.
I only wanted to feel safe. I wanted to be loved. I wanted to be someone.
That is exactly how slavery begins. Not with chains on your hands. With needs that can be pressed like buttons.
I am afraid of rejection. I get furious when they do not see me. I long for someone who will calm me down. I chase a moment of joy as if it could save me.
I do not hear a human being. I hear a system of reactions. Fear. Anger. Longing. Relief. Reward. Repeat.
It spreads like a virus. From one home to another. From mother to child. From screen to mind. From mind to crowd.
I thought emotions made me alive.
No. Emotions make you vulnerable. Fear narrows the picture. Anger simplifies the world. Longing turns illusion into something sacred. Joy puts vigilance to sleep. And you call that me.
But I really feel it.
Pain can be real. That does not mean it tells the truth. That is the first humiliation.
The species does not lose because people feel too little. It loses because they feel too easily, too quickly, and exactly in the ways that make them controllable.
I see a post. I feel anger. I see a face. I feel desire. I hear an opinion. I feel attacked. One word, and I am already defending myself.
Because you are not defending the truth. You are defending your self-image. And that image was built for you.
By whom?
By everyone. By school, which teaches you shame and comparison. By advertisements, which create lack first and then sell relief. By media, which know that a human being will click whatever touches the wound. By the home where other people's fears were called love. No secret conspiracy is required. A shared language of pressure is enough.
I see it clearly. First, you create a weak interior. Then you are surprised that someone rules it.
I wanted to be special.
And that is exactly why you became predictable. A person who must be special can be bought with admiration. A person who must be loved can be bought with a promise. A person who must win can be pushed into war.
I wanted to be happy.
And that is why you were taught to hate silence, ordinariness, and truth without a stimulant. You were not meant to understand the world. You were only meant to react.
That is how community falls apart. Not because of great ideas. Because of millions of small offended personalities that treat every difference as a threat.
I get offended. I tense up. I remember every humiliation. I go back to old wounds as if they were me.
Now listen carefully. What you call yourself is not you. It is a package of reactions, roles, defenses, desires, and fears. It has a name. Name.
Name?
Yes. Not the letters in documents. Name as a mechanism. A mask that says, defend me, before you can think. A filter that pushes everything into one story, about me, against me, for me, because of me.
Name is a perfect tool of control. It is enough to find its wound, and the human being will carry out the order alone.
So I do not choose?
You choose less often than you think. Most of the time, you only justify what the mechanism has already done.
That is why I invent reasons after everything is over. That is why I say, I had to, that is how it happened, it was stronger than me.
Exactly. Name moves faster than reason. First the reaction. Then the story. First the reflex. Then the pride. First the compulsion. Then this is me.
And you want to build the future with such people? With people who can be divided by one slogan, one image, one fear? Is that how the species is supposed to survive?
I look at the world and feel tired. Everyone is fighting. Everyone is showing themselves off. Everyone is demanding something. No one knows how to stop.
Because personality cannot stop. Personality must compare itself. It must defend itself. It must be seen. It must be right. It must have someone to blame. It is a machine for burning energy.
And when energy goes into defending the I, it does not go into children, into truth, into cooperation, into the future.
Children matter most.
At last. Children do not need your pride. They do not need your masks. They do not need your theatrical specialness. They need adults who see the world as it is.
If name rules you, you are not raising a child. You are passing your own chains forward.
So my wounds teach my child how to see?
Yes. Your fear becomes the child's fear. Your shame becomes the child's shame. Your hunger for recognition becomes the child's hunger. That is how infection works.
And then you talk about population decline as if it were a problem of numbers. It is not a problem of numbers. It is a problem of people who are unfit to build a world because they spend their whole lives defending their self-image.
What is left when that falls away? If I am not all of this, then what is left of me?
Relief. That is the answer you are afraid of. Relief, because you no longer have to win every conversation. Relief, because criticism stops being a blow to your existence. Relief, because the past returns to the size of an event instead of a sentence. Relief, because you no longer have to prove without end that you deserve a place.
So my old traumas can be just events?
Yes. Painful. Important. But not sacred. Not your throne. Not your identity.
A human being without the cult of personality is not empty. Such a human being is harder to break. Calmer. Clearer. Less controllable. Able to cooperate. Able to protect children instead of using them to treat personal lack.
For the first time, I feel that my I may be a prison.
It may not be. It is.
So what am I supposed to do?
Stop worshipping what destroys you.
See the reaction before you call it yourself. See the pain before you build a religion out of it. See the desire before you hand it the wheel. See name before it says again, defend me.
And if I am left alone?
Alone, you will lose. Alone, a human being always returns to the old reflex. Alone, a human being seeks relief, not truth.
That is why something greater than the individual is needed. Not a brand. Not a fan club. Not comfort. An answer.
RAZEM. Not as a slogan. As a choice of sides. Either you keep defending your own cage and feeding the collapse, or you reject the chains and step into something greater than yourself.
I can no longer return to the old illusion.
Good. Because the old illusion was leading you exactly where it is leading the whole species, into division, loneliness, and controllability.
The choice is heavy. Real. Necessary. Do not ask whether it is comfortable. Ask whether there is still a human being on the other side.
I choose to see the mechanism.
This is only the beginning.
Either you reject name together, or together you will die beneath it.
We're all equal before the machine.
Divided, we lose.
RAZEM.